911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127, Bremere.
Okay, what's going on there?
It's well documented how you've given players second chances.
You know, I feel passionately that working in the NFL, in any capacity, is a privilege. Something we must earn every day and must never take for granted.
Greg Hardy and Nicole Holder had been dating for several months. Then on May 13th of this year,
I need police.
a 911 call came in from this Charlotte apartment building.
Okay, what's going on?
Domestic violence. Some girl's in her house upstairs, and I heard it, and I seen it. He is beating her right the now. So get here now. I was in the apartment. He's beating her ass. We need the police here now, before this girl gets seriously hurt. Now.
I have a complete sensitivity toward domestic violence.
Hardy picked me up and threw me into the tile tub area in his bathroom. I have bruises from head to toe. Hardy pulled me from the tub by my hair, screaming at me that he was going to kill me. Hardy choked me with both hands around my throat while I was lying on the floor. According to her reported court testimony, Holder also said, "He looked in my eyes and told me he was going to kill me. I was so scared I wanted to die. When he loosened his grip slightly, I said, 'Just do it. Kill me.' At that point, I accepted I was going to die." In her complaint, Holder continued, "Hardy picked me up over his head and threw me onto a couch covered in assault rifles. Hardy bragged that all of those assault rifles were loaded." At one point, Hardy himself called 911 and alleged that Holder was attacking him.
She's literally kicking and scratching and hitting me in the face twice. And I'm trying to stay away from me. Please hurt somebody to help
I
me.
think what we see so far is tragic. It's hard to look at.
I have a complete sensitivity toward domestic violence.
That starts with me. I said this before, back on August 28th, and I say it again now. I got it wrong, but we better get our house in order first.
Because I do support the commissioner.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an
Do
emergency
you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
She was being held down.
When the police arrived at his apartment, Hardy was arrested and later charged with assaulting and threatening Holder. At a trial in July, with only a judge presiding, Hardy pleaded not guilty. But District Judge Becky Thornton said in her verdict, "The court is entirely convinced Hardy is guilty of assault on a female and communicating threats."
It doesn't matter if you're an average Joe on the streets or if you're a professional athlete that plays for the Carolina Panthers. If you assault a woman and you communicate to that woman that you are going to kill them, you will be arrested, you will be prosecuted, and you will be convicted.
You said you don't expect him to do this again. I don't know. Look at his past behavior. The behavior says, the history says he'll do something stupid again. So I don't know if he won't do it again.
No comment. Next question.
I have a complete sensitivity toward domestic violence.
I got it wrong.
Sunday, during a loss to the New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys defensive end Greg Hardy was caught on camera shoving special teams coach Rich Bisaccia. Watch as Hardy smacks a clipboard out of Bisaccia's hands and then shoves him. Cameras also caught the defensive end jawing with injured teammate Des Bryant on the sideline.
Hardy doesn't want to hear it. And those two get...
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones defended Hardy after the game. He's, of course, one of the real leaders on this team, and he earns it. And he earns it with respect from all of his teammates.
That's ultimately disrespectful, and there's no place for that. And I understand Jason Garrett is trying to keep it in-house, and he probably had conversations with Greg Hardy. But coming off of all the things he already experienced in the offseason, it's just not a good look for him.
What about when you missed the 4 games for some stuff that you did?
We take it seriously.
I believe in accountability.
The thing, at some point,
you got to hold him accountable, right?
Yeah.
Because we've always said he's passionate, and that's great. It's good to be passionate. But there is a time where you cross the line. And when you cross the line, you got to suffer the consequences. And I don't like the way the Dallas Cowboys are handling these situations because there is no fine. There is nothing about any suspension. You got to hold a guy accountable.
You know I feel passionately that working in the NFL in any capacity is a privilege.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
I got it wrong. I got it wrong. I got it wrong.
You said you don't expect him to do this again. I don't know. Look at his past behavior.
But we better get our house in order first.